long roadmap, though. Literally, what the fuck was the point of this game? You're not even going to entertain the thought that it could be salvaged, like No Man's Sky. That's insane. Well, it's because they're cooked. That's the reason. Highguard, dude, PC Gamer, Highguard didn't flop. Trilogia Concord. Gentlemen, we are 2 of 3. Marathon is the final key. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. They're refunding purchases? No, I don't think that's it. Not even trying to fix your game is insane work. What a joke of a game. Even bigger joke of a developers. Huge L. Sources tell me Highguard is stable. Please, God. The Chuds win again. Bro, like they knew, please don't refund the money to the people that bought skins. They deserve to lose their money. All right, we're going to have to agree with that one. Marathon is going to be fine, Zach. Chill. All right. At least we have the memes. It's sad. It's Kermit with his pants off. What about the people that spent money on Highguard? Any mentions of refunding all of the people? Well, gentlemen, now we know. After this, I'm good off of video games. Oh, this guy's crying. He's upset. These people made a great game. I guess you get more views if you say it's trash like everyone. SMH, what has video gaming come to? Like, dude, imagine they came out with Titanfall 3. I bet there still be people crying it sucks. I want to refer you all back to the comment that I've made about medieval peasants. Go back 1,000 years to the year 1026. And imagine if you gave all of the peasants in all of the villages and all of the townships and all of the feudal little castle systems, and you gave every single one of them a smartphone, and you let them tap out their opinions on the world. You'd get Pirate King Joy Boy. That's who you'd get. This is a person, if you liked Highguard, this is a person that was meant to be born during a time that didn't have electricity. There's a lot of people like that. The fact that they're born in an age of electricity is a crime against humanity and against their own best interests. They should never know what a light bulb is. It's just really sad. Do you think you made more about Highguard than the devs? I think it'd be a tough call. Let's say that. LOL. 2026 game plan. Well, I guess not, right? Highguard devs respond to posters declaring it dead on arrival. We don't need successful player counts to be super huge in order to be successful. Yeah, but you needed some player count. And this is sad for so many reasons. This is actually great news, and I want to explain why. It's great news in the same way that being able to overcome a sickness is good news for your body because it means that your immune system is working. This game was trash. The developers were retarded, and everything about it was bad. And it died. That means the free market is working. And it means that all of the people that, you know, said that, oh, well, these developers, they deserve a chance, and all of these bought out journalists and industry opinion people, every single one of them was wrong. Every time that a bad game fails, I am there ready to watch them fail. Let me go back. All right. It's been a while. It's been some time. But it's ready to hit him with it. Oh, it's ready. We ready to hit him with it? Oh, man. Oh, I'm ready for this. Put the fries in the bag. This is one I've been waiting on. Oof. Woo! Gone. Welcome home. Gentlemen. Another one bites the dust. I'm proud and happy that I was able to play my small part in killing this game. I am. People might think that's mean-spirited, but it's actually the opposite. I expect video games to be good. Not bad. And in the process of that, it means bad video games must die. And it might sound like a bad thing, but it is in fact good. Because when these bad video games die, and they fail over and over and over again, it sends a message to everybody else in the gaming industry that this trash, this garbage, this shit does not work anymore. And neither do you, because you lost your fucking job. See you at McDonald's. Let's look at the quote retweets. Let's see this. All right. High guard has run out of rope. Well, they had some rope. It's tied around the ceiling fan. But it's the fact shutting down March 12th that will be 45 days after launch. Hey, guys, they lasted longer than Concord. And what is this? This is what happens when he, hims, she, hers, they, thems team up on a... Dude, Doc. Proven repeatedly it doesn't work. He's right. He's right. Oh, my God. Skyrocket the player base on the last day like Morbius. Oh, I like that. And, yeah. This is it. Devs like making slop. Well, hey, if they like making slop, we got to treat them like pigs. That's just the way it is. Yeah, I might be the minority in this. I genuinely felt that the Game Awards and Jeff Keighley should take some... Dude. Dr. Blue Jay. I'm not going to call him Dr. Blue Jay because he follows me. I would never call somebody that. That'd be horrible. Imagine saying that. Here's what I will say, though. If Jeff Keighley didn't promote this game, it would have launched to the player count that it has right now. That's the difference. They would have launched to the player count that they have. It's not like it would have gotten any worse. They would have started at 200, and they would have stayed at 200. Actually, that's not true. They probably would have gone to like 120, and then probably to 80, and then they would have made this post, and nobody would have seen it. This is completely unfair. You can't blame this on Jeff. Highguard official statement of shutting down this game has become Concord 2. The best part of this is knowing that there's at least half a dozen CEOs out there chuckling to themselves going, my live service slop will be different, as they continue standing off the edges of next year's soulish blob of nothing. That's right. Every game like Highguard, Concord, etc. is essentially gambling by investors because 5% of the game taking off and making $1 billion means positive expected value. That's right. And wow, it's always the person you least expect. And prayers to anybody that spent money on this game. Me, when I embrace the Concord 2 allegations. Sorry, guys. I have a sound playing in the background. I'm just gonna mute this, I guess. I had that playing to just look at the bombing, right? But you know, I can just mute it and somebody can let me know. But yeah, that's what it was. Anyway, who would have thunk it? Wow, 231 players. With today's sad news for the game and studio, I thought I would share some interesting information about Highguard in the thread below. I don't give a shit. Nobody does. And Sierra Highguard on March 12th. Well, that's fucking... That's about right. Man, that's the ghost of Kiev. True. Normalize open sourcing servers for multiplayer games that get shut down. Highguard is shutting down. Jeff Keighley, in 48 hours, I'll be accepting your apologies. And he did tweet out, Highguard will go offline on March 12th. This must feel like losing a son for you. Aged like milk. Comment section time. So about that apology you were talking about, I wonder if he's going to say anything about this at Summer Games Fest. If he's going to be like, all right, guys, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You know, he will. I wonder what he's going to say or do. The future of gaming. That's about right. This is the future of gaming, gentlemen. The Jeff Keighley effect. You should, dude, this is the same guy. You should take 1,000% partial accountability for this. You and your staff gave the green light to showcase this game as the last game on the biggest showcase floor all year. You knew that this genre was flooded. It should have never been. No, dude, I hate this. I hate this so much. This is so unfair to Jeff. So, no, I don't. Are you proud of yourself yet, Jeff? This post aged like the finest of milks. I just killed a game studio with my freaking mind. That's right. That's what happens. This is the future of gaming, canceling shitty games. You're right, man. And I'm very happy to see this. I'm not going to criticize you. It's a genuine question. You know the gaming world very well. Did you really think this game would do well? Well, it doesn't matter because he was wrong. Just make Titanfall 3. It's not that hard. I wonder if they're even going to be able to keep the studio going, honestly. I really do. How are you guys blaming him for a game y'all didn't even want to play anyway? It's so unfair to be mad at Jeff. But you said it's going to change gaming forever. What happened, Jeff? I think it will. I think it's going to make every single other developer that sees a game like this come out, and they're going to be like, well, actually, you know what? Like, man. Well, do we really want to be Concord or Highguard? Maybe not, guys. This is a guy in Spanish. Look at this. No way! 6 weeks from the game, and the game's already dead. XD. Officially, we got our Concord 2. Ja. So true, brother. And Highguard flopping is absolutely ridiculous. The game was so fun and offered unique team fighting, ability-based game, and honestly, I'm completely shocked that it's gone. Monsoon. Man. Well, it looks like you got washed out. Too bad. We all saw this coming. Even with the quote hate, the game opened up to 100K. And you see them, it's our fault again. So it's even the Highguard devs that are looking to blame anybody but themselves. Senior Highguard designer says you aren't serious enough to join Highguard. The game was too sweaty for casual players, and that's why so many bounced off of it on the launch day. It's not that your game was too competitive. If that's true, then explain Valorant. Explain Valorant. Like, what are we doing here? Marathon next? Marathon will not die as fast as these ones will. But I think Marathon is inevitable. It is inside of the Concord trilogy. We have to keep that in mind. And I do have... Where is it? Where's my notepad? Give me a minute. Let me see. We've got a lot of these. Let me make sure I get the right one. Where is Trilogia Concord? Yes, this is all right. Yes, this is where it is. Leaked. Oh, Timeline Concordia, precursor events Concord ship in Concordia, original Sen Concord, Pale Imitation Highguard, and so we are right here. Okay. We are right here, gentlemen. This is where we are. Don't forget about Fair Games. SJW Acid Trip is Marathon, Extra Zero Diet, Absolute Diabetes, Horizon Zero Dawn, and then Question Mark is going to be the next one after that. It's the final boss. You're wrong about Marathon. Okay, I guess we'll find out. I don't think Marathon is going to flop in the same way that Highguard and Concord did. I don't think that it will. I think it will be tremendously more successful than that, but multiplying any number against 0 is still 0. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference. The game could have gone crazy in the competitive scene. People wanted the Concord 2 narrative so badly, it prevented the game from even having a few thousand players. This is the most brain-dead, retarded, stupid, thoughtless opinion that you could possibly have. If the game was actually good, people would have played it. Let me give you a counterpoint. Ghosts of Yotai. Ghosts of Yotai was a massively considered woke game. They had changed the protagonist. The voice actress for the main character was obnoxious, outspoken social justice warrior. And guess what? The game still sold 1 million copies almost instantly. And do you know why? It's because the game was actually not that bad. I didn't think it was great. I'll probably play it whenever it comes out on PC in 2 or 3 years. But, you know, it wasn't amazing, but it was good enough to maybe play then. And so it's actually good. So, yes. And so that's really what makes the difference. It's the gameplay. See, this entire narrative is immediately fucking dispelled the moment that you actually think about it. And also, by the way, if they knew that the game would be considered as Concord 2, why would you ever make the game that way? Why would you ever make your game like Concord if you knew that Concord was killing your game? Or people would think people would think that your game is Concord and would kill your game. Rip Highguard. In a better world, an FPS is allowed to be unpopular. PC gamer. More like PC retarded. You know what I mean? Morgan Park, is it the same guy? No way. Like PC retarded. Dude, it's the same guy. Oh my God. This guy's... they need to put this guy in jail. Like, at this point, he's written so many articles that are good about these bad games. This guy has to go to jail. I don't know what else to do. He's a professional retard. He is. He's literally a professional retard. He's a journalist. Fighting Cowboy, I have no interest in this, but it's cringe as fuck seeing people celebrate a game shutting down. Hooray, more devs are being laid off. Bozo ass behavior. Absolutely. I think Fighting Cowboy, I think his take on this is totally wrong. I do. And here's the reason why. They made shit. They made a shit game, and it was bad. Why do you not want them to fail in the free market? When they don't fail in the free market, you know what you get more of? Shit games. You might not like it. It might not feel good, but sometimes it's the right thing to do. Some games deserve to die. They do. They deserve to die. They're eating shit. Emotional manipulation tactics, they do. And I think it's a good thing when a bad game dies because it means that the market is working. It's like your immune system when you get over a sickness, like I said. The idea that this is cringe or anything like that is unfair. It's unfair to the players that had their time and money wasted by shit, by trash, by garbage. And so now that's what's happened. The UK and Spain. Oh, yeah, I was going to watch that. I totally forgot about this. Okay. I was going to see if there's a longer clip of this. I guess we'll go with this one. This seems like the best one. Here we go.
Some of the European nations have been helpful and some haven't. And I'm, very surprised. Germany has been great. He's been terrific. Others have been very good, terrific. I think that the head of NATO, Mark, is fantastic. Mark Rutte. I think he's fantastic. But some of the European, like Spain, has been terrible. In fact, I told Scott to cut off all dealings with Spain.
Good.
First of all, it started when every European nation, at my request, paid 5%, which they should be doing. And everybody was enthusiastic about it, Germany, everybody. And Spain didn't do it. And now Spain actually said that we can't use their bases. And that's all right, we could use their base if we want. We could just fly in and use it.
All right.
Nobody's going to tell us not to use it, but we don't have to. But they were unfriendly, and so I told him we don't want to. Spain has absolutely nothing that we need other than great people. They have great people, but they don't have great leadership. And as you know, they were the only country that in NATO would not agree to go up to 5%. I don't think.
What the fuck are they in NATO for then?
They wouldn't agree to go up to anything. They wanted to keep it at 2%, and they don't pay the 2%. So we...
What the fuck?
We're going to cut off all percent. I don't think
What the fuck are they in NATO for then?
they want to agree to go up to anything. They wanted to keep it at 2%, and they don't pay the 2%. So we...
What the fuck?
We're going to cut off all trade with Spain. We don't want anything to do with Spain.
Damn. Damn, fucking finally.
And I'm not, by the way, I'm not happy with the UK either.
Yeah, true. Fuck them.
That island that you read about, the lease, okay, he made it for whatever reason, he made a lease of the island. Somebody came and took it away from him. And it's taken
Go take their shit.
3-4 days for us to work out where we can land. It would have been much more convenient landing there as opposed to flying many extra hours.
Imagine not helping your ally whenever they're trying to stop a country that's attempting to become a nuclear power and destabilize the entire world. Imagine not wanting them to use your air bases. It's insane, that type of a fucking betrayal. Meanwhile, we've got Qatar and Saudi Arabia going to bat for us. We've got Japan going to bat for us. And then you've got fucking these clowns that don't want to do anything. The fuck is this? We got to put pressure on them. You can't let this happen. That's a betrayal.
So we are very surprised. This is
total betrayal.
Not Winston Churchill that we're dealing with. Work out where we can land there. It would have been much more convenient landing there as opposed to flying many extra hours.
Oh, no.
So we are very surprised. This is not Winston Churchill that we're dealing with.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're so dumb, bro. Sorry for my continent. They can use Romanian bases if they want to. I don't know why this is happening. Like, and I do know why. Honestly, I do. But like, this is it. And dude, no, it's wrong. The UK didn't say you can't use the air bases. The UK were just retards and gave away their own air bases. Look up the Chago stuff. It's not the UK being anti-USA. It's the UK being self-retarded. Spain is the main bad actor, right? They are. But I did really dislike the idea of the UK going out and then saying that no, we're not involved, because I think again they're just trying to maintain their radical Islamist voters that are already in the UK. That's the reason why I think they did it, and it has nothing to do with whether, you know, something is the right thing to do or not. It has to do with them trying to maintain those voters. I'll see if there's any more of these that have happened, right? Because we are waiting to see if there's anything else that's going on. I'm trying to keep up with everything, and it's hard to do so, but we're doing our best. UK is compromised. Yeah, I think that they kind of are too, and it seems kind of obvious that they are. And Portugal confirmed today support of the USA. Really? Well, fucking based. Spain's government is like their Democratic Party. They're unpopular. They lost 40% of the votes, not counting this fiasco. I mean, you've got to hold those people accountable eventually, right? What is this, Trump, Iran? Let me see if I can find the different things about this. Yeah, here it is. Let's see if this is the part of him talking about it.
Coming to an end as soon as possible, but Ukraine has to preserve its territory and their security interests, and well, we will talk about that.
We will.
Looking forward to that.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you
That's an
for your
interesting.
hospitality. Thank you for letting me spending the night in your guest house.
That's
It's
right.
A very, very
Good.
comfortable
Hope
place.
you liked it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, great place. And a famous place.
That's
yeah.
good. Very
So
famous.
many former presidents.
That's
there.
right.
Yeah.
Very famous place. Any questions, please?
Mr. President, did Israel force your hand to launch these strikes against Iran? Did that not pull the United States?
This is that bullshit from earlier.
I
We
might have
saw
forced
this part.
their hand. You see, we were having negotiations with these lunatics, and it was my opinion that they were going to attack first. They were going to attack. If we didn't do it,
If they could, they
were
would.
going to attack first. I felt strongly about that. And we have great negotiators, great people, people that do this very successfully and have done it all their lives very successful. And based on the way the negotiation was going, I think they were going to attack first. And I didn't want that to happen. So if anything, I might have forced Israel's hand. But Israel was ready and we were ready, and we've had a very, very powerful impact because virtually everything they have has been knocked out now. Their missile count is going way down. Amazingly,
It seems pretty obvious that they're gassed out if they're not shooting as many missiles at Israel. Like, there's like a tracker here that I've been keeping up with, and it looks like there's nothing here. Has declared another all clear. There it is. It's not happening. And the other missiles, we haven't even seen a single one hit.
they're hitting countries that were, you know, let's call them neutral, right? They lived together for a long time. I think they were surprised. I was surprised. I think and now those countries are all fighting against them and fighting strongly against them. Someday they'll write a story and they'll say why they did that, but they hit countries that had nothing to do with what's going on. They were sort of leaving everything alone. All of a sudden they had missiles shot in, which shows you the level of evil that we're dealing with. They'll hit people that were actually at least somewhat friendly, and they had no problems with it. Also hitting only civilian places, hotels and apartment buildings, and we're hitting them where it is much more appropriate. We're hitting them very hard, and the big scale hitting goes now. They no longer have air protection. They no longer have any detection facilities at all left, and so they're gonna be in for a lot of hurt. These are bad people. These are people that killed. I guess it's 35,000. It's coming out 35,000.
Probably more
over the last 3 weeks. Protesters, 35,000 violently killed. So these are bad people, and the leader of the pack is gone. And as you know, 49 people were taken out in the first hit, and I guess there was another hit today on the new leadership, and it looks like that was pretty substantial also. So they're getting hit very hard, and we'll see what happens. A lot of people are coming forward. A lot of the people you would least suspect want to quit. They want to have immunity. They're asking for immunity, and probably at some point they'll be dropping, as you would say, laying down their guns. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, we're just continuing to go forward. Our military is the #1 in the world by far, and we are. Everything's big in my book. Venezuela was big. This is big. The original hit, Midnight Hammer, was big. Everything you view as big.
Yeah.
But, it's not considered very big by some standards, by some of our standards. We have a military like no other military that's ever been built.
There's never been a bigger military. So we have somebody, an arguer, a disagreeer. What is this here? I'll pull this person up. Follow you a long time. Or you're playing WoW? Oh, a game person became someone else. You approve USA crimes against the world. So what crimes is the USA doing against the world here? I'm curious. What do you think we're doing that's wrong? Go ahead. No, I want to figure this out. And also, like in February, so you followed me on Valentine's Day, and last year, that's cute. And like back then, I didn't even play WoW then. Yeah, I didn't play WoW at all. So what about this is wrong? What are we doing that's wrong? Another dictator defender? Genociding terrorists? We're not even genociding them, bro. Like, we're not even killing that many of them. Like, probably could do way more. A dictator dictator. That's what he is. I like that. That's cute. Do we still have a, we don't have a single response. It looks like there's nothing. He's not saying anything. Now, I don't think that we're doing a crime against the world by getting rid of a country that kills their own people systematically, and they fund other people that oppress groups of people all over the Middle East. This entire idea that America is morally or ethically in the wrong for this is insane, and it's grounded in nothing. The idea at all that we're doing anything wrong in any capacity is outrageous. All over the world. You're killing people all over the world. What else is here? Means you're becoming someone else, means never really bothered to watch. Yeah, 2 messages. Yeah, what a retard.
President, what's the worst case scenario that you have planned for in Iran?
Why would they? Why do these people ask military questions?
Well, I don't know if there's a worst case. We have them very much.
Do you think they're going to say what the worst case
beaten
scenario is?
Militarily, from the military standpoint, they're still lobbing some missiles. At some point, they won't even be able to do that because we're hitting all of their carriers. We're hitting all of their missile stock. You know, they built up all these missiles over the last few years. They had a lot of them. They've shot a lot of them, and we're knocking out a lot.
That's good.
I guess the worst case would be we do this, and then somebody takes over who's as bad as the previous.
Yeah, I'd say
person,
that.
right? That could
Yeah, about
happen.
right.
We don't want that to happen. That would probably be the worst. You go through this, and then in 5 years you realize you put somebody in who was no better.
Yep.
So we'd like to see somebody in there that's going to bring it back for the people. And we'll see what happens with the people. You know, they have their chance. And we've said don't do it yet. If you're going to go out and protest, don't do it yet. It's very dangerous out there. A lot of bombs are being dropped.
Yeah,
But
I bet.
I would say that would be about the worst.
Do you have someone in mind right now? Because you said all the people you have in mind have been taken out. What do you think
Well, most of the
about
people we had in
that?
mind are dead. So, you know, we had some in mind from that group that is dead.
That are roaching out.
And now we have another group. They may be dead also, based on reports. So I guess you have a third wave coming in. Pretty soon we're not going to know anybody. But we have, I mean, Venezuela was so incredible because we did the attack and we kept government totally intact.
Well, it was a small,
And we
small
have
goal.
Delcy,
It was one
who's
good.
been very good. We have the whole chain of command, and they've been, you
Marco
know,
Rubio?
the relationship's been great. We've taken out 100 million barrels of oil already, and a big part of that goes to them, and a big part goes to us. And it's been great. We paid for the war many times over, and we're going to be running the oil. And Venezuela is going to make more money than they ever made, and that's great for the people. The relationship has been great. It's been seamless.
Wow.
Nobody's actually ever seen anything like
Still
it.
dying like dogs in Iran? Yeah, they squat. They getting a lot of them.
If you look
Can't
at
compare
Iraq,
Venezuela to Iran.
where very stupidly
Iran has religious zealotry behind it. I think religious zealotry falls apart whenever you're faced with certain death. I think that's what happens. Like the idea that, oh, this is, they're religious zealots, like you can't stop them. If you kill enough of them, they'll stop. They always do.
everybody was fired. The generals.
And you see them, like, again, no, it doesn't. Okay, all right, you're going to see this happen. You're already seeing IRGC defecting over. Again, a lot of people like the idea of being a martyr. They like the fantasy of being a martyr. But then whenever they see everybody else being killed around them and they see them like their body just evaporated, they're probably going to think about it differently. And if you don't believe me about this, give it a few days and you'll see this happen.
Were fired. The military was fired. The police were fired. The fire departments were fired.
Just wait.
And
Japan, World War II. Yep, there it is.
all of the government workers were fired. So after, people would call, they had no idea.
Is that how
By the way,
mortality works?
ISIS
It does.
was formed. That's where ISIS came from. All of the fired people. We don't believe in that. So we'll see what
Taliban
happens.
still attacked me
but,
20 years later. It's different Taliban.
First, we have to finish off the military.
Oh yeah, this is the crown. Yeah, like the exiled, son of the Shah.
See, some people like him, and we haven't been thinking about too much about that. It would seem to me that somebody from within maybe would be more appropriate. I've said that. He looks like a very nice person.
So they might actually have
but
him come in.
It would seem to me that somebody that's there, that's currently popular, if there's such a person.
Yeah.
But we have people like that. We have people that were more moderate. These were radical lunatics, and you know what they get? They get nothing. All they do is kill.
They can keep killing hardliners until a more friendly person gets in power. Absolutely, 100%. That should absolutely 100% be the strategy. You keep killing them until you get a person in there that you will do business with. They say, all right, are you going to work with us and surrender? No? All right, you're dead. Then do it again. And you do this over and over, and you roll the dice enough times, and you're going to get one of them that will surrender. I guarantee it. They will stop respawning.
People.
That's how it works.
What exactly was he in the
You've asked, not your turn. Not your turn, please.
Well, what absolute retard take? I'm telling you, just wait and see. Just wait and see.
President, are you going to take the heat off the Europeans to present to the healthy?
Horrific take, live by the sword. Oh, this is, you know what? You come in and you I'm not even going to read your message. Yeah, who cares?
What does that mean?
Stupid logic in Afghanistan. You can't compare Afghanistan to Iran because there was a different president then, and we didn't do what we needed to do. Like, they didn't go in and blow up the entire military on the first day. Like, it's very obvious that with enough military force and enough willpower, you can do this. I think that Bush and all of the military back then did not have the willpower or the intention to do this. Now we do. That's the difference.
Well,
You'll
some
see
of
it
the
happen.
European nations have been
Using the
helpful.
wrong tactics. Yeah, exactly. The only tactic that works with people that are zealots is just complete obliteration. You don't try to negotiate with them. You don't try to explain things to them. You say, listen, bitch, this is how it's going to be. And if they don't follow the rules, then you kill them. That's literally it. Any other strategy with a religious zealot doesn't work. And even this strategy isn't always effective, like you guys are saying. But eventually it will be.
Some haven't. And I'm, very surprised. Germany's been great. He's been terrific. Others have been
100%
very
facts.
good.
Yep, you'll see.
I think that the head of NATO, Mark, is fantastic. Okay, Mark Rutte. I think he's fantastic. But some
Beat
of
him
the
into
European,
submission.
like Spain, has
Exactly.
been terrible. In fact, I told Scott to cut off all dealings with Spain. Spain, first of all, it started when
Don't
every
negotiate with
European
terrorism.
nation. At my
Isn't that how paganism died out?
West paid 5%, which they should be doing. And everybody was enthusiastic about it, Germany, everybody. And Spain didn't do it. And now Spain actually said that we can't use their bases, and that's all right. We don't want to. We could use
Reports coming out that weapons have been smuggled to Kurds in Iran. Is that it?
Basically,
We'll see.
we could just fly in and use it. Nobody's going to tell us not to use it, but we don't have to. But
He's
they were
orange. He is.
unfriendly. And so I told him we don't want to. Spain has absolutely nothing that we need other than great people. They have great people, but they don't have great leadership. And as you know, they were the only country that in NATO would not agree to go up to 5%. I don't think they would agreed to go up to anything. They wanted to keep it at 2%, and they don't pay the 2%. So we're going to cut off all trade with Spain. We don't want anything to do with Spain.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
What is the expectation towards...
And I'm not, by the way, I'm not happy with the UK either. That island that you read about, the lease, okay, he made it, for whatever reason, he made a lease of the island. Somebody came and took it away from him. And it's taken 3-4 days for us to work out where we can land there. It would have been much more convenient landing there as opposed to flying many extra hours.
Total waste of our time. Like, the fact that our allies aren't letting us use their airspace for us to fight Iran is ridiculous.
So we are very surprised. This is
crazy
not
that's
Winston
going on.
Churchill that we're dealing with.
No, it's not. He's such a bitch, man. Keir Starmer. Oh, my God. The island? Yeah, why not move the tanks and military equipment over to the border and let John Wayne his ass through the country? There's no reason to. And number one, number two, the geography of Iran makes that almost impossible. And number three, there's no reason to do that. Like, with the technology and the science that we have now, in terms of like, you know, ballistics and then drones and then smart missiles and satellites and everything. There's no real reason for you to go and send a bunch of people on the ground to solve a problem like that. There's no reason for that at all.
Expectations towards Germany. What can Germany do and what should Germany do to help you in this moment?
Yeah.
Well, I think they're doing it. I mean, they're letting us land in certain areas, and that's, we appreciate it. And they're just making it comfortable. We're not asking them to put boots on the ground or anything. I mean, we're just they're a respected